Commence primary ignition.
For Thursday, November 4th, 2021, it's the Serenno Squadcast, the official podcast of the Serenno Squad.
Woo! We're virtual. Have a mic. Not really.
We have one in the studio, at least. All
I
right,
live here. My
We're
house.
trapped in our boxes again.
all talking over one another. Just
Like a
Back.
proper
Best
Zoom
part.
meeting.
welcome everyone to this week's episode of the Squadcast. We have been a little behind here lately, but we're back. We're
Darth Real Life hit us a couple times.
yeah. I don't even want to know what that Darth what?
Darth Real Life.
You never heard that?
No.
Yeah, that's when real life comes along and stops all your Star Wars fun. It's Darth Real Life.
Oh my gosh, that's a real thing. I've felt that before, but I didn't know what it was. Wow. It's a great way
Now
to
you
learn.
know.
I do. All right, well, we've got the regular Squadcast here today. We have Evan in the studio.
Woo!
He's
Yeah.
there. We have Paul.
I'm
Yes.
in the remote studio.
Yeah, in the remote studio.
One of them.
You have Wayne in the shop, hard at work, and then
I'll tell you, the weather down here is, well, you just wouldn't believe it. Oh,
Just not the same if you don't have the parka and the hood over.
and a fan
Standing
blowing
really
on you
wish I
real
had my
hard.
fan just blowing on.
You got to be standing in some terrible weather.
Yeah. And I'm Gunner, and this is I'm in front of the Squadcast sign, apparently.
You got all fancy. Ooh, I got a virtual
The one that
background.
looks professional, all the rest of it's like, well, you can have $1, mister.
I've got curtains.
I don't know. It's making my kind of looking cheap with my headphones here. All right.
Yeah, that's what they
Anyways,
do.
let's get right into it with some Legion news.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bring him in when it does.
That is the 501st Legion.
Legion news.
Your neighborhood.
Yes. All right. So this week we have some approvals, and we got a bunch. And I guess now, since we're gonna have the Instagram account, it's gonna have more than just the approval photos. We'll go through those photos and talk about them as well. Also, we will be talking about the Layman Farms. What is it?
Layman's. I don't honestly know.
It's-
Layman Farms. I think it's singular plural.
Yeah, it's
I think it's
singular
like, yeah.
Well, we might talk about that in some of these pictures or not, but we'll talk about it later too.
We'll go over that in depth.
Yes, indeed. All right, and here we go. First off, congratulations to BH91197 for the approval of her Aura Singh. Did I pronounce that right? Aura?
Yeah,
Yes.
Aura Singh. Very
Yes.
cool.
Didn't we see? Don't we see that character? Like, doesn't she die in Clone Wars or something? Like, she pops up
No.
randomly and dies.
No,
She's in.
She's referenced in another movie, but yeah, she's a basic character in Clone.
Mm.
She's in episode 1. She's a blink and you miss it character in episode 1 during the pod race.
Yeah.
She's in several episodes of Clone Wars, and then in Solo, Beckett talks about how he killed her.
Yes. Yep. Oh, I loved it. I loved the offhand reference. Like, oh yeah, I killed her.
Or
That's
as he
pretty cool.
says, I think it was the fall that killed her. I just pushed her or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
It's actually a really cool character.
Yeah, great costume, good job. Although it's it's like one you don't see that often. It's not one of the.
I can't
characters.
imagine. I know that this person has an Asajj Ventress, so I'm guessing she's used to the body paint. But man, I cannot imagine doing all that
yeah.
body paint. It's gonna be brutal.
It's
Yeah, I
not just
wonder
the
if
body
it's the
paint.
same paint.
It might be.
I bet it is.
I wonder.
The part that would be the worst for me is if you look at her fingers, they're actually extended.
Yeah,
They actually
I
have
did notice that.
they have an appliance on their finger to make their fingers longer.
Gotcha. It's like those little Halloween witch fingers. That's pretty cool. Well, you got, that's the costume department, or no, the character department. They just had to give them long fingers. Looks
Thick
good.
latex on everything.
Make them alieny.
That's right.
And she's got an antenna on her forehead.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like right back. See, like 2-3 inches back from the forehead.
Now,
Wow.
is it part of her the race, or is it like an electronic?
I think it's electronic because in Clone Wars they actually cut it.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was like an Andorian.
No,
No,
not.
it's like a radio antenna. It's like on your car.
Yeah, it's like a real antenna. It's not like an ant antenna.
Mm.
Yeah,
she can pick up a
Sirius XM.
Yeah.
she can pick up ROV from that.
Guaranteed they're playing Skinner.
Free bird.
All right. Yes. Congratulations. Great job.
Regional references.
Next up, we have BH11000
Nice number.
was gonna say, that's
for the
cool.
approval of his
good number.
Greedo. Yeah. It's a great number.
You gotta love a Greedo. Greedo's so cool.
Yeah, man. Is there just like a few guys that make those masks, or?
I only know
Yeah.
one guy that makes them that's like really good at
Chris Stevens.
it.
Yeah.
There's a couple different people who make masks, but yeah, they're just like anything else. There's gonna be one or two of the really, really good ones.
Yeah, I think Chris Stevens is like, he's definitely like the top of the line, but it also takes like a couple of years, I think, to get on his list.
No, it's just a few months.
Really?
Yeah, I've been talking to him about it. I'm seriously considering getting a Rhodian head for my pilot.
Man.
Oh, that'd be so
That'd be
cool.
awesome. That'll be so awesome. What color?
I love the Resistance pilot. They have what's the race called? Like that new race that shows up a lot in the sequel trilogy.
Abenito.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, it starts with an
Abenito.
A. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're all
like
named
how
after,
they have the.
they're all named after
Abenito
Beastie Boys
pilots.
songs.
Wait, what?
They're all named after Beastie Boys songs.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, there
the
you go.
one that's in Force Awakens, his name is Elo Asti.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, because J.J. Abrams is like a huge Beastie Boys fan.
That's pretty cool. And
He
Hello
would be.
Nasty is like the best album.
Okay.
That's
Just
licensed.
live
That's
there in your mistake.
What?
that's a strange way of saying licensed to ill, but sure. Or ill communication.
Wait, what?
You too. Check your head. It's the best album, start to finish.
Oh man, I just love Hello Nasty.
Check your head and ill communication are my favorites.
Yeah, Ill Communication's a good follow-up to Check Your Head, but Check Your
Paul's
Head, start to
Boutique
finish.
is also good.
Paul's Boutique is amazing. Ill Communication is great. Hello Nasty is great. None of them are Check Your Head.
all right, I got you. I need to prioritize my Beastie Boys.
This has been Beastie Chat.
Yeah, the Beastie Chat. It's a new segment. We'll get a song. We'll get it from this whole conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gonna
as
be
long as
the,
you don't play it.
It'll be the karaoke version of Sabotage. Ah, damn it.
Oh no.
What just happened?
I don't know. I
Technical
got booted or something.
difficulties. Yeah.
Paul can't stand it. He knows you planned it. He's gonna set it straight. This Watergate.
I have to figure out what I did. I broke it. Aha, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Zoom has outsmarted me.
All right. Good job, Paul. So congratulations to BH 11,000. No.
Yeah.
11,000. Is that the right number?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's literally the number. You can just read it. It's right
Cool.
there.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not good with numbers, guys. So I need
You're not
a
good at
Four
just
letters.
looking at numbers and knowing what they are.
fact checkers. All right.
You know what he's having, Paul? An ill communication.
This is gonna be the theme of the episode.
He needs to
All
check
right.
his head.
We've got a let's see, what do we got going on here? Oh wait,
This
Timothy's
is-
on.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is the
yeah.
Timothy Zahn signing in Alexandria.
Wow.
He did.
Look at that Sith Trooper. I love it.
He did 2 of them, I think. The
Sith Trooper does look good.
What's
there's a
that one in
Sith
the
Trooper.
background behind Iden?
Uh,
Is that
I think that's a Mando.
like a Mando Merc?
Yeah,
Okay. And there's Paul there in the middle.
I wish.
that's
Except my shoes are weathered.
a cool picture. All right, let's see.
Very cool.
Okay, we got some
I don't know
lightsabers.
what that is. That's somebody playing with a lightsaber.
Very cool. Very cool.
Hey,
All right.
I know those people.
Yeah. Foreshadowing from earlier. This is where
This is from Lehman Farms.
Layman Family Farm.
Yes,
There we go.
Yep.
The Laymans.
sure.
And to put it in layman terms, it's a farm.
From the Nantucket Lehmans.
Whatever you guys say. But we've got it's not it's a good combination. Paul, you kind of stand out there, but you know.
Except for Paul, everybody else's original trilogy.
Oh, that's true.
Well, we already had 3 Darth Vaders, so I didn't think I needed my
That's
TIE
true.
pilot.
And we have
You've got
Two
a stormtroopers,
stormtroopers.
don't you?
Yeah, I really wanted to wear Rex. That was the first time I got to wear Rex.
looks good.
I don't blame you. I would have worn my clone if I'd have gone. So
Yeah. I wanted to go and just didn't work out.
there's no way I could have worn it. I couldn't have worn the left arm.
Well,
Yeah. We'll have more on that later, I'm sure.
yeah. The after action report. Stay tuned.
It's just a teaser.
Man, it's a great photo.
Ooh.
You gotta
Good
love a
job
Darth
with the
Great,
Maul.
makeup.
great.
Man,
Yeah, face paint,
to be
makeup.
a skull cap, that looks really good.
He had to have. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, that does that's phenomenal.
Looks so good.
The only
Wow.
thing missing is the contacts, and not everybody can wear them, so I'm not even
Yeah.
nitpicking that.
I didn't even notice, but yeah, you're right. It's still really, really good.
I wonder if he's got the teeth.
I wonder if he's got the ear piercing.
Oh
There's
yeah,
an ear
you
piercing?
go hardcore.
Darth
I
Maul
wonder-
has his ear pierced. It's
Oh,
up
I
here
wanna
on the
talk to this
it's
guy.
up here on the
Need to get him
cartilage.
on the show.
Well, congratulations to SL22586 for the approval of his Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
It does. The pose, everything. The I guess the horns, I guess, is what they are. They're spikes.
Yeah,
They're
they're
horns.
horns.
When you
Gotcha.
watch episode 1, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You haven't seen that yet because you don't watch Star Wars. But if you were to
no,
watch
I've
it,
only seen
you would
the
see.
old ones. I haven't seen the new ones. That one just came out, right?
the new ones, the 20-year-old new ones.
Yeah, the new
The
ones.
I'm talking about.
He still calls A New Hope Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Star Wars.
The 90s is still 10 years ago for him.
They're all Star Wars.
Hey, I don't need to be personally attacked like that.
He took that pretty hard. All right, so congratulations for that. That looks great. Looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Like, I really want to talk to that guy. If we can get him on the show, I really want to talk to him about
Yeah,
that.
I'd love.
Let's
Yeah,
do
you
it.
should- It'd be cool to. I would love to understand what goes into putting that costume on, doing the makeup and the horns and the bald cap and all that crap. Like, it's got to be intense.
That's a great idea. Let's do it. Let's get him on here. Let's hunt him down.
Yeah.
He's the hunter.
Yeah, but
I do
All
not
right.
have the patience for any kind of makeup.
yeah, I don't know. Okay, got some.
So
Okay,
Troopers making coffee.
that's
I have one of those.
this is fun. Yeah, you do. You sure do back there, don't you?
Coffee?
You gotta say something so we can see your screen, Evan.
My TIE pilot back there.
There we
right?
go. That's it.
It's back there, yeah. But it's unfortunately it's sorry, I know everyone's gonna have to drink, but I wore it to the premiere. It's the last time I wore it, and I
Yeah.
cracked the yoke. It cracked in shipping, so I still need a fiberglass and repair it.
Nice.
Not a huge repair. I just haven't got. It hasn't come out of that box
So,
since December.
Wait,
2019.
wearing that to the premieres, what broke it?
It broke in shipping.
His ego
wanna be sad
swelled,
about
and that actually cracked the armor.
I want to be sad about it. I don't want to take pleasure in that, but you're making it rough.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all of the approvals. But
That
we
was
do
what,
have
4?
a CRL. How many was it?
Those
There's
4,
two,
right?
right?
Just 2.
4 approvals, 2 CRLs.
No,
Yeah.
3. So we
Just
had
throwing out all kinds of numbers.
yeah, we
7, 5.
All right. Yeah, there was 3 guys.
9
It
of
was,
36.
we had 2 bounty hunters and a Sith Lord.
I
All
walked
right.
into a bar.
But we have also a CRL. So let me pull that up. And we might have another CRL, but this is the one that I got
another
here. Maybe we can pull it up in a minute. But
This is the
yeah, what is this, Paul? Tell us.
this one. I was like, what? I had to research this one because I was like, it looks really good, and it looks like it's the Jet Trooper. I was like, they're from Battlefront, but that's animated armor. Why does a Battlefront trooper have animated armor? Apparently, they're in Clone Wars Season 7.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's apparently the battle that Anakin and Obi-Wan are on the bridge. Apparently, they're flying overhead. They're part of the troopers that are jetpacking in.
I really like that paint job. That's a really cool paint job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. The helmet's cool. It's got a V
Got
shape
all
on the
like from it.
front, like it flies.
Because you take off that cool paint job and then you're just stuck there with animated armor. It's not a fan.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of animated armor, but man, it looks about as good as it gets right here.
Yeah.
I will say the animated armor is pretty comfy. It's
See, it doesn't look like it would be that.
Yeah, it looks like it would be like super constricting.
only constricting around the midsection. That's the only part that's constricting. Everywhere else, you have got room for days.
Interesting.
I mean, I could have like a house inside my chest plate. There's so much room.
House.
Yeah, my TK isn't bad. The only place that's really tight is one of my shins is hard to close, but that's it. Everything else is pretty well snug. Like form fitting. My TK is very form fitting.
And actually, it didn't take me that long to get dressed in Rex. It was probably only like 15 minutes.
Wow, that's
Dang.
not bad.
But I can't do it by myself, unfortunately. It is not one I can get dressed by myself.
Who helped you?
Jen came.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It can take me up to 30 minutes to get dressed in Boba Fett. Depends on if sometimes stuff doesn't align properly and Heather has to get onto a step ladder, and if stuff isn't lining up properly and we have to and my Boba Fett stuff likes to kind of fall apart as I'm putting it together because I have some screws that I used to be glued in and then they fell out and so they're taped in, and so you have to hold the bottom while you screw it in, and it's a whole thing.
Nice.
I'm already asleep.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the CRL.
You know how expensive glue is.
Well, I had
Everybody does,
it
it's me.
the screws were epoxied in and they still came out. So I'm like, screw it.
Yeah. See what you did there. Does anybody have anything else to say about this
No, that's
dispute?
good job. Good job with the paint job. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
it's really good. Yeah.
There was another new CRL, but we can just talk about that next time.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
It's just an officer. So imagine an officer. That's it.
Wait, what's different about it?
It's
It's a
the
Rogue One
It's-
officer.
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
what they call it the not non-trilogy, but like non-saga, I guess, officer. It's basically just like a regular officer. It's a line officer, but they specifically call out the type of material and the color that it can be. Like a regular officer, they're like, it can be gabardine or it can be blah, blah, blah. And they never specify a color. You just go by the pictures. But in the new CRL for the non-saga officer from Rogue One and Solo, it's like it has to be this specific color. So I don't know how they judge that or how strict they are. You also have the version where they have the straight leg pants with the shoes instead of boots, which would be, if anyone wants to do an officer, holy crap, that would be the way to go because those boots are god awful.
Okay.
A New Hope officers, some of them have straight leg pants.
Okay,
Yeah, with shoes.
the way to go.
Nice. Well, that's that was good job to that guy. And moving right along, we're gonna get to do our after action report. So let's go ahead and do that.
After action report. After action report.
I need some glow sticks.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, you are.
A little bit,
And
yeah.
blurry.
Whoa.
It looks like your last known photo. The more I see you, the more I'm like, man, I need some milk.
Yeah. I have that effect sometimes. So after action report, we kind of talked about it. Layman Farm, family farm.
Yes. Yeah, it was one of the local stations put it on. I always get them. Is it WSLS?
VSLS. Yeah.
They did it last year and they're doing it again this year. They did a drive-through trick-or-treating event. So Layman Family Farms, if you've ever been to like a corn maze or anything it's just one of those giant fields and there's a farm and they have farm-related stuff. So they basically took a chunk of it, made a circle with some little roads, and they had different stations. People drove by, pick up candy. We were at one of the stations. People just drove by, took pictures, said, "Hey, Star Wars, yay!"
Nice.
Last year, it was an absolute nightmare traffic-wise. Traffic backed up, 3 miles?
Something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah. To the fact that VDOT and the state troopers got involved. And apparently they planned it out much differently this year. In fact, actually, they
know
did
why? Because the state troopers, again, got involved but early.
yeah. Because last year, you kind of entered and exited through the same path, and it quickly turned into a nightmare. This time, they had you enter, circle around, and then exit out through a different way.
Yeah.
So it was hard to tell if they got the same number of cars or not, because they had a decent number of cars, but there was a threat of rain the entire time. Like every half hour they'd walk by and like, rain's supposed to be here in 20 minutes. Rain's supposed to be here in 45 minutes. So we were constantly like, is it going to rain or not going to rain?
Right.
But it was, do you have the picture? Bring the picture up.
Yep. I was going to bring it back up.
Because I think that's actually a gallery. There might be multiple pictures.
Wait, the Instagram one?
Yes.
No, this is just one.
No, it's not. It's multiple pictures. See, there's the little arrow on the side and the dots at the bottom.
I knew that.
Aha.
I knew that.
Because, yeah, that's Brian, Frank, that's Cammy.
Very cool. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah. So who all we got here?
All right, so we got Brian and his Tuscan, me and Rex, Cammy and the pilot, Eric and Vader, Frank in his TK, and then Peter in his pilot.
There we go.
Yes, that was my first time wearing Rex.
Ooh, that looks good. Looks good. There's another shot. Now you can see the traffic.
Yeah, so the cars from this angle, they were coming in on the left, and they'd circle around and come by us on the right. So yeah,
Nice.
we just kind of stood there and let people drive by and take pictures of us.
You guys are out there in the mountains. Looks great.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as cold. Well, we didn't stay as long as we did last year either, because I had the problem of, oh, this is a new costume. I haven't worn for more than 10 minutes. So
Right.
after about an hour and a half, I was like, oh, I'm having problems. Things are not sitting right. And
Yeah.
I may have noticed a problem with the helmet. Because it's such a tight fit on my head and it's so heavy, it bothers my neck after a little while.
Oh no.
And an odd thing I noticed with the Rex helmet is I can't yawn.
That's so weird.
It's such a tight fit, and it has like a neck ring and lip that comes under my chin. I noticed as I opened my mouth, my chin was coming down and hitting the helmet.
You know what? In my Kylo, I can't yawn either, but for a completely different reason. Because if I do, or if I take a deep breath at all, my belt pops off. So I feel you.
I think it's time to go up a size on the belt.
I am completely planning on buying a brand new belt fairly shortly. Oh, look at
In
As a
your
close-up.
armor with you.
that. That's very
So
close.
close.
It's cool though. I love it.
So that was the anytime you wear a costume for the first time, you very quickly realize, oh, I need to adjust this. I need to fix this.
Yeah, the helmet's sitting a little low, isn't it?
Helmet looks perfect. I thought. Isn't it
I was
supposed to
having
be
to-
resting?
I was having to adjust it a little bit because I can't put that much padding in it because my eyes are like halfway covered by the visor. Like I don't have very good vision. Thank God he has the T visor because then I can see through the middle.
So
Yeah.
the visor is low too?
Yeah, like the visor is cutting like half my vision off
Oh,
because I have a huge head. These are small helmets.
gotcha. Dang.
That's probably what's going on there. It's probably sitting right. You're looking down every time so that you can see in front of you, and that's what's bringing it down that far.
But that,
You're gonna have to work it out.
yeah, I have limited room for padding, so it's because if I pad it too much in the front, it pushes the back out, and
If you didn't mind painting the blue again, we could grind down on the thing and give you a little bit more.
no,
Just take like a quarter inch off.
no, we can't.
We can.
Not if I want my helmet to be approved anymore.
Just never take a photo of it again.
Yeah.
Hey, Veda.
Ooh,
Got them red lenses.
I love those lenses.
They're the best. Is that Rogue One?
No, it's A New Hope.
it's- yeah.
Oh,
okay.
oh, just now, Eric just got something hit me.
Yeah,
Rogue
'cause
One is
I-
actually-
Sorry,
Rogue
Eric.
One is beautiful. Rogue
That's
One is
my
like
favorite Darth Vader.
That's
even
I think a
though-
lot of people's.
It's one of my favorites.
I think Rogue One is similar to New Hope, but it's a better paint job.
It is, yeah.
And the shoulders are a little different, I think.
Maybe I should make a Vader.
Oh yes.
You should. 'Cause Heather would not
Heather,
kill you at all when you told her how much everything cost.
Yeah, I think
Heather just
I
now
think I
got
would
a
have to.
shudder.
I'd have to sell old Boba over here.
Yeah. Well, I think you should do a Wookiee.
I think I should not.
Okay. Well, let's see what else we got here. Oh, here's a good lineup. There we go.
Nice.
Got the squad. Another great shot. Got
Who's taking that
traffic.
picture, Peter?
I think that Peter was taking some photos.
Okay, it's got to be because he's not in it.
How
Thanks,
he can work
Peter.
his phone with his gloves on, I do not know, but it
He
is
got the right kind of gloves. I've seen him do it.
Peter's particular brand of witchcraft.
Oh, that's it for the photos that we got there. But
Yeah.
still pretty
Nice.
good.
Good
Good.
ones.
Yeah.
Wish I could have gone. It's always something.
Yeah.
It was fun. We were there. We got there. It was like 2:30, and I left like a little after 5.
Yeah, I was planning on going, and then with the rain, I had already taken a half-day vacation, so I was worried that I'd take the half-day vacation and then not actually be able to troop, and then a whole bunch of work came up, and Heather had a COVID scare at work, and it was just like the perfect storm of like, all right, we're just gonna call it. So
So I
You
got
can
my
see
thing.
the clouds.
Yeah.
And when you guys left, it did start raining. Like it did.
Yeah.
Shortly after.
Yeah, you can see the
If
clouds.
we'd stayed like an hour longer, we would have been drenched.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for the after action report.
So to also show you that I got a bunch of Star Wars stickers for like $3 online.
Oh.
And some of them are really cool. And then you get ones like this. Welcome to Nebraska.
That's really
No
cool.
reason why, just Nebraska.
I like the font.
I was born here, you know. You're gonna die here, you know.
It's so menacing.
Like that is going on my armor tough because it's unexplainable.
You should see the inside of my TK armor. I bought a pack of Star Wars stickers off of Amazon, and there's like a bunch of like half naked women, and I put them all over the inside of my TK armor.
That's appropriate. That's like you're like one of those old World War II naval soldiers.
Yeah, there's like a bunch
The
of like
pinup
pinup
girls.
style. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very, very cool. All right. So I guess after action report is over.
Yep.
Next up, top story. Wait.
I
Wait
think I
for
don't
it.
care.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
the
you
button's
just
a
see
little. Sometimes the
your own
button's a little
franchise.
sticky. Top story. Top story.
Hey. Excuse me. That's the wrong franchise.
I think I don't care.
He doesn't care. He never does.
No, doesn't.
Every time. All right. Top story this week. The trailer
Visions.
for. Okay, yeah. We'll talk about Visions for a little bit. You know, not to say that it wasn't great, but you know that's not what it's all about this week. We're talking about the hype of the Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
All the videos of these armor builds and prints and stuff. They're just all over the place.
Wait, hold on.
It's
Yeah.
been hilarious to be in the Boba Fett build groups. Everybody's like spent the last year figuring out like, okay, what is Boba wearing in the last episodes of Mando? And now here we are. He has his own show, and they've completely changed his look. So everybody's like,
Nice.
do I scrap it and start over again, or do I make something new?
Yeah, wait. When the trailer came out? What did we say? We were like, every time he shows up, his armor's weathered a little or a lot bit differently.
Yeah,
Trying to get this in frame.
it's typical Star Wars thing where it looks exactly the same, but it's completely different.
I also
Yep.
have ye old.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Look at all these Boba.
I would just be
That-
happy seeing Timothy Oliphant.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. So on your right,
You need
so
at
on
least
this,
two.
This side is that's the Hasbro one, right?
Which
That-
one?
The darker green is the Hasbro, right?
Yes.
That's Hasbro. That's the one that
Hasbro.
you painted.
This is custom. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't-
Yeah, the darker green.
Custom
On my
looks
screen, you're
so
below
good.
me, so I'm pointing this way. So I don't. You could be that way.
It's a
This
whole
is
Brady
the one I
Bunch
painted.
situation.
This is Hasbro.
I like the Hasbro one better. I mean,
No. It's
That
when you look
custom
up
one
close.
pops, man. That custom
Yeah.
one pops.
The Hasbro one, it's very they I don't know what the deal is with it, but the colors are super muted.
Mhm.
I think they went off of rather than like the screen, they used, instead of set accurate, they used screen accurate, so they went by what color it looked like on screen, which is a lot more muted. It did not look like this in real life. Like this is like super drab. Like it's even hard to see some of the detail because a lot of it looks pretty similar. And if you look up really close, they used it's clearly decals. So they have like I don't know how they do it. I think they wrap it somehow, kind of like they wrap cars. They're like vinyl decals. The whole helmet is, and so it looks really cool. But up close, you can kind of see some of the. I guess it's like printed, and it can get a little fuzzy here and there. But anyway, Book of Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett, yeah. So Wayne is a TK right now. It's kind of like a mime situation.
Look,
I
I
don't
just
have a
figured
helmet
when in
near me.
mine. I just happened to have this one with me because I'm still painting it.
Looks really good.
Wait, are you making the sand? Are you officially doing the Sand Trooper?
That's what it looks like.
What do you think?
Oh snap!
That's what it looks. It looks really good. That's nice. That's grimy.
I went with super grimy.
It's like right out of the trash compactor. But it's not. That's not a soundtrack. Never mind. Forget what I said. Forget what I said.
You should
I've
really
never
watch
even
these
seen
movies.
this.
You'd like them.
All right. So the trailer does it really leave off where, or does it pick up where they left off from the last season? Really? At
More or less,
all?
yeah.
Yeah.
It pretty much picks up with.
I mean, they're together.
Yeah, it's Boba and Fennec,
Mhm.
and he's like, Jabba's dead. I killed Bib Fortuna. I guess I'm in charge now, so you guys all just need to come and pay me tribute because I'm the big man now.
I heard
Yeah.
so the trailer opened up with that spider thingy, which
Yeah.
I did not
the armor
know
monk.
it's a brain in a vat, which I did not
Yeah.
know this.
It's a Bomar monk from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. So I watched like a lore video on YouTube because I'm so cool about
Nice.
those,
I
and
wanna hear
someone
about this.
said that there are cases where the Bomar monk basically it's a brain in a vat and it's like put in this spider frame, and Bomar monks supposedly they do this to like shed their body so they can experience the universe in a pure form of thought. But there are cases of people being turned into this creature, brain in a vat, against their will. So is it possible that Bib Fortuna
No.
is in there?
He's dead. No, we
Yeah,
watched him die.
Yeah, he got shot. We watched him
Where
get shot.
did he get shot in the head?
I don't remember, but it was like he's like, "Ugh," and he flumped over.
So
he was very
They
dead.
could cut his brain out and put it in a vat.
If you go by the old books, Jabba's palace is technically their palace. He just walked in and was like, "This is a nice place. Can I stay?" And he just did.
Wait, whose
Yeah.
palace was it?
It's a Bomar monastery.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
just
that
The
was
took it over.
Bomar monks.
interesting. I always thought that was like hut, like architecture, because like in the Star Wars The Old Republic video game, when you go to I think Nal Hutta, all of the hut architecture looks like that.
maybe they like monasteries.
But in the Clone Wars movie, there's a very similar looking building that they go to as well.
Yep.
That's where
I
they.
never actually
they-
saw the Clone Wars movie.
It's a pilot episode of a TV show, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's where they get stinky.
Okay, who's Stinky?
And son,
Rada the Hutt, Jabba's son, which we still don't
Oh.
know what happened to him. I really want to know what happened to him.
yeah,
All I
he
remember
was
is-
there, and then he just wasn't.
Maybe
I
it'll
just
pop
remember
up.
Zero. The Hutt.
No, Zero's dead.
Yeah.
I hate that guy's voice. That's interesting. I did not know the monk thing. That's really cool. I did recognize that spider little creeping
Yeah.
thing, and I figured it was like half, some kind of cyborg like thing, but I did not know that it was
They're just
brain of a
monks.
monk.
And they don't do anything other than think. Like that's their thing. Is they, trying to get to that higher. So yeah, Jabba didn't mess with him because they didn't mess with him.
Huh.
He just let him stay.
Very cool. They need a spinoff. Maybe they'll get this spinoff. All right. So you've got like what's the species with the crazy shaped head? Reminds me of a hammerhead shark.
Ithorian.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We see an Ithorian, which everybody's been going nuts over.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want it to be Dok-Ondar. If you go to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, Disney World, one of the shops. It's called Doc Ondar's, and he's supposed to be a collector of rare antiquities. And so they've been putting him into stories as to like where he found things.
And if you ask him if he's not wearing the little thing, he'll tell you.
That's pretty good.
You could take that to the bank.
Yeah, that was an interesting looking character. Usually they're just in the background, so it was cool to see.
We
love
have
the
not seen
hammerheads.
many. We have not seen many Ithorians, so it's cool when they show up.
Yeah, especially in live action. How many have we seen? Like one in A New Hope?
Yeah, like one or two.
New Hope. No,
Was
no.
there,
There's
was
one
there
in
one at Jabba's?
Jabba's
Was there one
Palace.
at? As I said, there probably was one at Jabba's Palace too.
Okay. All I know is Chris Stevens made an Ithorian mask, and he was like, "Guys, you can't actually wear this. It's not. You can't. The way that it's so front heavy that it's not like your neck muscles can't physically support it, and there's nowhere for your eyes to look out."
I
So.
can fix it.
How do they do it? Well, who knows?
And we saw a pair of Twi'leks, which one of them is Jennifer Beals.
For Beals, yeah. So that means that we're going to get a speaking part.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's Jennifer Beals?
Well, you two are like 12, so you've probably never seen Flashdance.
No, I've seen Dirty Dancing and the one with Kevin Bacon.
Footloose.
Footloose.
Yeah, those two.
They're basically
Quicksilver.
the same, but not. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen both, but I don't remember the actress.
But yeah, that's her most famous part. She's been an actress since the 80s.
Very cool. What were the there's a scene where he walks in and everybody's sitting at the tables and you've got all the different it's almost like are they bounty hunters? What are all those guys doing there that
I think
We
those are
don't
the
know
heads.
yet.
Those are
Yeah.
more than likely the heads of the crime families.
Yes, that's absolutely who those are, because that's how how they're talking to him and how he's talking to them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's basically saying like, I'm in charge now. And,
So instead of they're used like in a lot of the storylines in Star Wars, there'll be a big crime family. This is like all of them in one place, or at least a lot of
At
them
least
there in the area.
at least for Tatooine in that area.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
It's interesting that they're choosing to focus on the bad guys for once, which is very exciting for us, the bad guys.
That's right. We are, but the bad guy's doing good. The dog face bulldog looking face guys. What
Clatoonians.
they were they in an episode of The Mandalorian
Yes.
when they were the pirates, right?
Yeah, on the Swargum? I can't remember. On the blue shrimp planet, where we meet Kara for
Was
the
that
first
where
time.
they were?
Yeah.
For some reason I was thinking they were in the they were those who were the guys that were there
There's
were
just
two
one on Jabba's skiff.
There's
Yeah.
one on Jabba's skiff.
Yeah,
in
that's
Return of the Jedi.
of course the one
There's
that
two
Luke-
different kinds of aliens sitting at the table. There's Trandoshans, and then there's
Yep.
the Clatoonians.
Mhm. Okay.
The
Gotcha.
Trandoshans are the ones that look more like lizards.
Yeah. Yes.
Those we've seen a
I've got a
bunch.
skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have seen a few of those. But yeah, what else? What else do we?
All I know is of Boba Fett's looks, I actually like the way that he looked at the end of the last seasons of Mandalorian than he does in this trailer, because it's more weathered and it kind of looks it looks sort of like between that and the Empire look. And for me, I just really like either the Empire look or the clean look. The in between is just kind of not my favorite.
Yeah. I still like that they're keeping. He's basically wearing the same thing. I like that he's still got kind of the robes on underneath.
Mm-hmm.
I
I,
like
love
that
those
look still.
robes.
And I think it seemed we see a shot of a city. It's like kind of in a bowl. There's like a spire in the middle.
Yeah.
we might be seeing the capital of Tatooine. Which we've never seen before.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I
cool.
noticed that it was like a big city, and I was like, what big city is on Tatooine? And I was like, Mos Eisley, Anchorhead. I didn't think.
This
Yeah,
is most likely it's Bestine.
Ah.
I just need to change my display name to Nerd.
That's what you're here for. That's why we love you. I was kind of looking on here to see if I could find a good picture, but I'm not getting a very good picture of the costume from the new season.
Go on
here.
to the Boba Fett Mandalorian build group. Yeah, they've been analyzing. They've been analyzing it since the trailer hit.
That's
a lot of time is being spent on the helmet because some people are saying it's a new sculpt, some saying it's the same one as before, some are saying, well, it's an Empire sculpt, and I'm like, I don't know anything about Boba Fett helmets. They all look exactly the same to me.
It's the paint job for me as far as like telling the difference between Empire and Jedi. I can't tell the difference in the sculpt.
You have to look really close. The Empire sculpt is a lot more squished, and so it's wider on the sides. And Return of the Jedi is a little bit more idealized, I guess. It's more of it's sort of like the difference between like a New Hope stormtrooper and then like a Rogue One stormtrooper, I guess. But it changed the Empire or the Boba Fett helmet changed a lot between Empire and Return of the Jedi, so it's kind of interesting.
Some are saying that it's longer, like the faceplate it comes down more. That it's more of an angled.
Yeah, the trouble you can get in with the Boba Fett helmet is if your head isn't shaped quite right, you can see your chin poking out the bottom of the helmet in certain angles. I think even mine does that every once in a while.
Yeah. There's a lot of people saying like, well, it's because of the lighting, it's the camera angles, it's playing tricks with the shapes, and so I'm like, that is a nerdy discussion that I am not qualified to get into. So
Oh, you wanna.
Oh God, no. No.
You wanna fuel the fire.
No, that is me walking into a gunfight with a toothpick.
A pocket knife, right.
No, I don't even have a pocket knife for that fight. No.
Paul does not want to fuel that fire. It is not what he desires.
Thank you.
Well said. I'm just terrible at surfing the Facebook because I can't find the build group.
Yeah, you're fine. You're trying to juggle too many things.
Yeah, Well, actually, I just had the page open and was looking for it, and I still can't find it. Like, I don't think if I had all the time in the world, I could figure out all this computer stuff, man. But yeah, it's I like how it's, not that it's like nice and clean and brand new and painted, but it's just more solid, more primary colored. I really like it. I like the new look. Does he have the still have like the skirt kind of thing going on?
Yeah.
Or did he lose
has
that?
Changed. In Mando season 2, he has more of a sash. In this one, it looks like he has more of a comma. So it's closer to like what the clones have.
Gotcha.
So it actually looks like it's more of a full skirt covering the backside.
Gotcha. Yeah. I keep freezing.
Your Wi-Fi says you're done.
Yes, it does. It's giving me a sign. But
I like that. I was worried Fennec wouldn't stick around. I'm glad she seems to be sticking around for a while.
Yeah, I like Fennec because I feel like there's more good in Boba Fett than there is in Fennec. Fennec seems pretty solidly like chaotic neutral.
I think she owes what you would call the life debt.
Well, she's not a Wookiee, so does she?
Now, the big question is, will there be a connection back to Bad Batch where we last saw her?
I'm sure they'll mention it. I would love to see her say something about how he's a clone and they were clones.
Nice.
Random wish list is Omega shows up, but
I want to see what
Alpha.
Omega becomes. Like, clearly Omega is important in the Star Wars universe, and she has some sort of I don't know if you would say powers, but she's at least more super person-ish than your average person. So it'd be really cool to. We have to see her show up at some point again for sure.
yeah.
Yep. Maybe we'll see. Maybe not. I keep freezing. It's just not good.
It's okay. You can look at us instead, dear viewer.
Yeah, please don't look at me. All right. Well,
Look at me.
don't look at me. That was the trailer. I think we went over it pretty good. Tore it up. What do you think, Wayne? That's all I needed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for the top story then. And also,
Trailer good.
as far as I know, that brings us to the end of the show. Unless anybody has anything they want to,
I watched all of Visions just so we could talk about it, and we still haven't talked about it.
Oh, yeah. So,
Next time.
next
Yeah,
time.
next time. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, next time, because I have a feeling that my opinion of the show and you guys' opinion of the show differs.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think so.
I think last episode we hinted to that, and sorry if anyone was just dying to hear our opinions on Visions, especially Wayne's. But next week for sure.
I think the Visions discussion will be a good one to have in person.
It'll be spirited.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Everybody needs to. The last issue of the War of the Bounty Hunters comic came out. I think it's this week.
Comics.
And everybody should be reading that story because it's actually really good, and it has added a lot of dynamics going forward and made things very interesting.
That's not the one with Cyborg Dude, is it?
Unfortunately, he's part of it.
Okay.
I will say that comic.
Gurge?
Yes,
No.
he's in it, and the Valance dude.
Balance. That's what I'm
I
thinking.
hate him so much. Just
Got
grin
him.
and suffer through those books because everything else is good.
Mhm. I need to pick up some comics. It's been a minute.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You wait any longer, and you won't be able to just walk down there. They'll be at a different place.
I know. That's how everything goes. Oh, but not to bring anybody down. That's the podcast for tonight. So I'm gonna just
Sorry.
wait. Say that again.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was a blast from the past. It was like our old Zoom episodes back in earlier this year.
Mhm.
It's this or nothing. So
Yeah. I'm feeling better, but I figured we would do the virtual thing for another week or two.
Yeah.
And
better
we'll
safe
get
than
back
sorry.
into it, and also we have news that we're gonna try to get everything together before the Inferno Con. They've asked us to be.
Yeah.
They've asked us to be a part of the show to actually close out the show. So it'll be one of the very last segments.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing for us because everyone will either be gone. I think it's the 18th of December. Let me check for sure. I can tell you guys later.
Is it on a Saturday or something like that?
No, it's not. It's on a Thursday, I think.
Thursday.
I think I might be crazy, man.
So I know I'm going on a trip to old Birmingham, Alabama from the 13th to the 15th. Yeah.
No, you should be.
They got some good restaurants there at least.
You should.
Good
be
possum
back.
stew.
No, Birmingham, Alabama is actually where we go. It's this very weird kind of like endless sort of corporate. It's like everyone's corporate headquarters forever. So it's almost sort of like something out of your nightmares. It's the weirdest thing. It's just like these 5-story buildings with a bunch of corporate logos on it, and there's an Applebee's and like all of your like, your gastropubs, and it's an interesting area, but it's sort of nightmarish.
Yeah, it sounds like most of Virginia in the South.
Yeah, it's like Cave Spring times a zillion.
That's a local reference right there. So it's December 18th.
Okay, so that's got to be so the 15th is a
That's
Wednesday.
that's a Friday or a Saturday because Christmas is
Saturday.
on the weekend.
Why did I think it was a Thursday? What's going
have
on
no
on
idea.
Thursday? Oh, I
No
know
idea.
why. I'm sorry. I'm confusing it with a whole nother date that I have at work that is totally unrelated.
He's cheating on us with the podcast.
Yeah, actually,
His dentistry podcast.
yeah, we're doing some special Veterans Day next Thursday. That's where I was
Teeth
getting
chat.
Thursday from. That's actually a
Wait,
good
wait.
idea. I probably should start recording the stuff I do and make a channel for it. That's a good idea.
It's
Are
pretty
we
cool.
having to go
I've seen
somewhere
some
to
of it.
do it?
So no, we don't go anywhere.
Probably Evan's house.
That's where I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna do it basically exactly the way that we did Jason's last episode, where we had.
Okay, but they're going to be at the con.
It's a virtual con thing.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll be zoomed in. So we've
Okay.
got a little bit of testing to do, but I think it'll be all right. And then
Yeah.
we're gonna have a special guest. Guys.
At InfernoCon?
No, so they asked us to have a guest on the show to close out and also make it a holiday kind of special. So, I mean, I've got the theme song.
Are you bringing Santa?
I'm gonna bring Chewbacca's son, Lumpy, all grown up and no place to go. We're gonna bring him on the podcast and see what he thinks about the Christmas special. No, we do have a special guest that I've got lined up, but I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Hopefully, you'll be saying it in our group chat when this is over.
Yeah, I'll definitely be letting you guys know. But for the rest of the world, you'll have to wait until we decide we want to, But it'll be exciting. And that's something to look forward to December 18th. So
Woo!
hang in there, folks. We're gonna keep coming at you with a few more episodes before then, but
Yeah.
that'll be our Christmas special. I don't think we have any upcoming troops. I forgot to mention that.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not hot right now here.
There's no movies, so
That's true. All we got's Boba Fett. All we got is the Disney Plus. God bless Disney Plus. Am I right?
Seriously.
it'd be cool if like a Toys for Tots thing came through like we've done in the past. But I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
We would have heard, right? I mean,
Not
Probably, yeah.
necessarily.
if they were to really
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Toys for Tots, do we ever reach out to them?
That's an Eric question.
Gotcha. Eric, answer our question. All
We know
right.
you're
Well, yeah, you're always listening, right? All right, here we go. And I think I'm sharing the music.
Vader
No,
is
it's not.
always listening.
Yikes. There we go. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. Squadcast. If you're wanting to watch us, which you should be, we're on YouTube. If you want to listen, we're on Spotify and Apple
Podcast.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, you can check us out, the approval photos and stuff, on Instagram at Garrison Tyrannus. And if you're interested in having us, Legion or Garrison, whatever, 501st.com, you can learn more about getting us to come do events and stuff. That's what we're here for. We're here to please the people.
Hopefully you got your fill of 4 white guys talking about Star Wars.
We're gonna we're gonna rename the Squadcast to have something like that in there. We'll get, I'm sure, more viewers than ever. But thank you all for listening, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh.
Leave meeting. I am out of here. This is
Big
against my
huge
constitutional rights.
giant
I'm outta here.
pop-up.
And Wayne's frozen.
is Wayne really frozen? She
No.
just-
I could tell because I could see the finger moving just ever so slightly.
It was really good. I couldn't tell for a second there.
You'll never tell that I'm frozen.
All right, let's.
You're putting way more effort into those than I expected. Well, those are the big ones.
Oh
Those
yeah,
are
those are the.
I'm doing these now so I can see what we really need to do later. And one of the things is, we're gonna have to hit them with the filler primer first thing because you can see the line figuring out shit.
I figured I was just gonna get silver and gold spray paint.
Well, there's silver, there's gold, and there's copper.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 of them, so yeah. Because I can print up a bunch of them. They're really easy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Whenever.
Let's do this thing.
Commence primary ignition.
For November 4th. Oh man. Sorry guys. That's okay. We'll do that again real quick. Thursday, November 4th.
I love it.
Gotta get it right.
Yes, that is today.
All right. Is it still going? Why is it-
Yeah, I guess you could just put this thing up tonight.
Yeah, right.
Still
Well,
says
maybe
it's
I could.
recording.
Maybe I could actually. We'll see. All right, let's try that one more time.